I'm gonna take you guys along with me. Cheers, Dave.
Well, you told me to set it up. Make your mind up.
Alright guys, Pitbikesonic here, and today is a loading up day for the Benidorm trip 2024. We're going to take the bikes, which you can see all loaded up behind me in the back of the caddy van, over to Donington. The service is just before Donington. We're going to drop it off there and I'll show you guys everything that goes on. I'm also going to answer your questions that you asked on Instagram and Facebook a couple of days ago. So if you chucked a question in, you're probably about to get them answered on the journey on the way here. So yeah. Also, I'm being a bit more patriotic today. Well done to Alex Lowe's for winning 2 races at World Superbikes this weekend. Well done, boy. It's good to see a British rider back on top in World Superbikes. Right, let's get this journey underway. Right guys, so these are a few of the questions that you guys asked a few days ago on Facebook and Instagram. Wendy's on the other side of the camera, she's going to read them out.
Alex Hitchinson asks, who runs the Benidorm trip? A few of us are looking at doing it next year.
Right Alex, good choice if you are deciding to do it next year, because it's a mega trip. If you're a pit bike rider, I always advise you to come do this Benidorm trip at least once. The guy who runs it is called Kurt Blacklock. He lives in Scotland. He's got a few lorries and he basically comes down the country, picks up your bikes. He's the guy who organises it with the track, with renting it out for the week and all of that. This track don't do any bike meets there any time of the year, so Kirk is the only one who gets permission to use this track all the way through the year, and it's a mega track to use. Best thing I can advise is go on Google, type in mini bike trip, I think it's called. If not, I'll put a link in the description below. That'll give you all the details on what you need to do to get yourself booked in and get yourself ready to go for next season. If you've got any questions, just give me a message on Instagram or Facebook and I can help you in any sort of way.
Sancho Antonio asks, is 45 too old to start on pitties? I'm thinking about a 140 Supermoto.
No, I don't think there is an age where racing pit bikes is too old. At the end of the day, you could have raced big bikes and obviously you might be not being able to afford it anymore, or you just want to try something new. So no, 45 is definitely not too old to be racing pit bikes. I'm 33 now, so I'm catching you up. But in England, by the sounds of it, that's an Italian or Spanish name. In England, we do have a veterans class where they have an over 45s class. No, 45 is definitely not too old. Yeah, 140s, mega engines, so well worth getting, definitely over the 160s. If you were going pit bike racing, I would always recommend either getting a 140 or a 190. I wouldn't bother with the 160. But a 45, nah, definitely not a problem. It's however you feel, and if you feel like you can still do it, definitely give it a go.
Tom_pitbike22 asks, what's the 140 grid looking like for this year?
The 140 grid for this year, I haven't specifically asked Roger or Rob what the grid's looking at, but unfortunately I don't think it's looking very good at all, to be honest with you. Not just for our Fab Championship, but I don't think it's going to be good for the B&B Championship either.
2 miles, keep right, A14, A428, towards the Midlands.
Just because I'm seeing so many bikes for sale online at the moment, and they're really, really cheap. At the moment, I think pit bike racing, or supermoto pit bike racing, is at its bottom at the moment. And a friend of me on our WhatsApp group kind of brought it up to me. It's nothing to do with, like, it's people thinking, oh, they can get a bike really cheap, and they think that's it. But it's all the extra costs after you've got a bike, like getting to the race meetings, food, and just generally doing bike racing is still expensive after you've bought the bike. So I think a lot of people at the moment are buying bikes and then realising, oh, I can't afford to do it now, because obviously we know cost of living is really high at the moment. So unfortunately, without asking Roger and Rob, I think our grids are going to be really, really low this year, unfortunately, and that's not just in Fab. I think it's going to be the same in B&B as well. Fingers crossed it isn't, and it will be, I'm totally wrong, but at the moment I don't think it's looking good.
Alfie Vrooms asks, what's your favourite corner out of all the tracks we raced at Fab?
Right, my favourite corner of the season. If you had asked me at the start of last season now, I would have said turn 8.
After 700 yards, take the exit right.
It's definitely going to the start. It's going to say it again in any second, so I might as well wait. Right.
Take the exit right towards the Midlands.
And again.
Bloody sat nav.
Right. So yeah, Alfie, so until the start of last season I would have told you turn 8 at Rara, which I personally call the waterfall corner. It's a beautiful corner, you're coming down a steep hill and turning into a real fast flowing right, and then you quickly flick it over to the left. Absolutely love that corner. I love Rara, and up till last season it was probably my favourite track. But this season, or last season should I say, we went to a new track called Three Sisters, and the top at the turn 1 as it is for us, it's kind of turn 1. At Three Sisters there's a different place from where you start and where the finish line is, so technically it is turn 1, but basically it's the fastest corner we have in pit bike racing. You're flat out, it's a bit bumpy going in, and it actually makes it feel like you're going really quick on a pit bike. So turn 1 at Three Sisters. I'll put 2 little clips in if I can find them on my onboards, but yeah, turn 1 at Three Sisters is definitely my favourite corner. I also like a T-side, going when you're coming off the back straight and going through the flip-flop really quickly. I absolutely love that, if you can class that as a corner, but once again it's kind of putting the eye through a needle, I think they call it. It feels really good. So yeah, I like anything really fast. Anything that manages to make a pit bike feel fast is a corner I like.
WSR_racing asks, when are you going to get your elbow down at Ella?
When am I going to... Well, this trip in Benidorm, I am determined to do it. I'm going to give myself like 3 challenges in Benidorm this year to complete, and one of them is getting the elbow down. I've gone through so much footage and seeing what I've been doing wrong, and I know what I'm doing wrong now, and this year in Benidorm I'm going to do it. I have done it in Benidorm before, but that was on that tiny Cymoto. I want to do it on my CW, which is pretty tiny anyway. But yeah, and then at Ella, hopefully if I get this technique right at in Benidorm, that I can do it at Ella. There is a good corner at Ella. Problem is it's a bit of a struggle on your right side because you've got your throttle on your right. I can do it on my left because obviously there's nothing to do on that side when you're going around the corner. So if I do it in Benidorm, then we're going to give it a real good go at Ella this year.
Right, babe. What are 3 things you can't live without at a race meeting, aside from the obvious things?
Okay, 3 things I can't live without at race meetings apart from the obvious things. I'm trying to think, it's a really good question. Since this year, because it has been a massive help, a helmet dryer. I bought, it was off one of Taylor McKenzie's videos. They're actually a glove driver, but you can put your helmet on top as well. You can get them on Amazon really cheap. Once again, I'll put a link in below. It's amazing, especially on really hot, sweaty days. If you go put your helmet back on again, the visor just steams up really quickly. With these helmet dries, you can put it on heat. It dries the inside of your helmet out extremely quickly from that horrible, sticky, sweaty stuff. And you just got clear vision. So yeah, a helmet dryer is definitely one. It sounds a bit diva-ish. Oh, you got a helmet dryer. Trust me, it works. So a helmet dryer, other things as well that I don't really need at race meets, but I couldn't go without. Is you one of them?
Oh, it could be. Oh, that's really sweet.
Is it? Oh, I was saying that's taking the piss.
No.
Yeah, alright. Second one I couldn't go out with. I couldn't go without Wendy because I think she gets really pissed off at race meetings. I always boss her about, go do this, go do that, and if she weren't there then I wouldn't have that person to put up with. So yeah, Wendy's definitely number 2. Number 3, someone I can't. Number 3, I'm gonna say Sean. If Sean's not there, the whole thing would just fall apart. Like, if I've got any problems, and he's thinking about this being his last year, fuck knows what's going to happen if I carry on racing and he quits. Yeah, just someone like there, like if my engine goes wrong, or I'm just not riding very well because it doesn't feel very good round this corner, or something like that. Sean can normally sort it out, or yeah, and everything will be better then. So yeah. Helmet dryer, Wendy and Sean. Without those things, they go to shit. So excited. Cat not here?
Oh yeah, in a way, I thought there was smoking and he was on his way there.
Right guys, so that was just a little video showing you lot what it's like to load up ready for the Spain trip. Not much really to show. We did land up loading up at Donington Race Circuit, not the services in the end. Bikes look really low numbers in the truck this year. Hopefully a lot of bikes have gone with M4 Carton and not gone with Kurt, because there wasn't many bikes in that lorry. Fingers crossed. But yeah, so this is the last vlog. There won't be a vlog next Saturday guys, because I would have just got back from Spain, but I'll do loads of YouTube shorts in the week. So I'll do one every day, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. I'll put a little video out every single day. Hopefully you enjoyed all the questions that I answered as well. So yeah, we're getting on the plane tomorrow. Well, it won't be when you see this, but I'm getting on the plane tomorrow. Really looking forward to it. Weather looks like it's going to be spot on all week, so can't wait. So cheers guys for watching. Once again, thank you to all my Patreons. If you haven't already subscribed, go hit that button there, and to watch some more videos, hit that button there. See you for the first Benidorm vlog. Bye bye.
Bye.